We're going to countdown.
Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears.
Thumbs up. All links here. First. My heart starts to pound. My ears. Hopes and fears. Rosa. Kudos on yesterday, Rosa. You getting a shout out today. And I don't get it. My I'm getting ready. Podcasting in my ears. Scans. CWD, do I have that one? I think I do. See, you're getting good, Rosa. I have that one in my list. Let's see if I'd trade that one right now. Strategy. Oh, come on, CWD. Pull up for me. CWD. Oh. You know what? What's it at? 25? Yeah, it did just break out. So, let me show folks what I'm looking at. CWD. So this is a 5-minute chart. Let's look at a 1-minute chart. I got to turn on my do not disturb because I'm sure somebody's going to call me. So the 1 minute still doesn't really have confirmation like it did. Yeah, I mean, this was 1935 yesterday. I'm sorry, 7:30 this morning. There are 5 of them that I have. DSW, LGHL, STEC, YO, it's UL, and CWD. So I've got about 5 of them, but this one's kind of losing its steam a little, but very much like yesterday's Octo, which, by the way, was a news catalyst. That was a news catalyst, so it wasn't on kind of we're gonna go to a 5-minute because I put my notes in the 5-minute one. It wasn't. Now, it was a news catalyst. I jumped on it right about here, right around 8:30, 8:35, where you brought it up, Rosa. I jumped on it, and then I sold right here. And the reason I sold right here, I was doing the newsletter, getting the newsletter out. It was around 10:30, 11 o'clock, and I said, it's losing confirmation, and so I just got out. Now, it ran all the way to, let's see, 83 yesterday. 83 was the top. I sold to 38. Am I upset? No. I made 143% profit. But it wasn't like I was, I had $16 in this. It wasn't like I had a ton of money. But what's the news on CWD? I didn't even look. I couldn't find anything here. Is there news this morning on CWD? Recent news. The completion of its first purchase of Chainlink tokens. That's what a lot of these started to do. So there is some news So that puts it a little bit more into perspective that my guess is this one could run. Now let's look at some of the fundamentals of this one. The quant actually follows this one. Wow. It's a hold. Wall Street doesn't cover it. No Seeking Alpha analysts cover it. But it's a $2.84 million company. Let's see if we can... How much money do I have in my Webull account? I probably should trade some Webull stuff. Let's see. No. I'm not very good at this. I gotta worry about the PDT rule as well on that one. I just remembered. By the way, morning, Justin, Travis, Eric, Rusty, Meat Stick, and T-Drift. Yeah, this one, it's kind of stuck there. I mean, if I had to guess, this one's going to break out again, just based on the news. So, but you've got 30 in the stock. I mean, the other ones that I looked at, they are not as clear. I'll kind of go into it a little. I think I've got too much to do to go over scans. Maybe we'll just do a little scan. I'm not going to go over any, but morning, Alex. And yeah, Nebius is huge. Wish I owned Nebius. Again, it's a stock that's just gotten away from me, and I'm not upset about it, but FOMO is a real thing. Disney with an interesting one right there. Let's go to low cost Vanguard. Anything in low cost Vanguard, because there were a bunch. VNQ, there we go. Okay. Low cost Vanguard, low cost ETFs, we'll just call them ETFs. VEA, VNQ, VOT, VXUS. Let's go to our spider sectors, which there's none. I didn't think so, because they're all kind of already in with everything. BCS, BITO, Frog, GEV. Frog is at 50. Hold on. This is funny, because this was a stock that I think last year at some point, I think it was last year at some point. I think it was around May or something. My girlfriend got into this by accident. She just mistyped something or heard me say Frog, and that I liked it. I think it might have been 2023. And she wrote it, and for a huge gain. So it was interesting, but it's at 50. I told her to get rid of it immediately because I didn't know too much about it. And small caps getting a Okta, Powell, TAC, Team and UNH and VST. UNH. UNH is on the rise right now. I still own index. Let's see anything in the Dow. I don't think it's Disney and UNH. Yeah. Okay, NASDAQ 100. We'll probably have a bunch. Adobe. Charter. IDXX already in there. ISRG. And Microchip Marvell. Old Dominion Freight. On Semi. Roper. Team is already in there. Let's see about the banks in the S&P. Deer. Medtronic. That's it. Okay. Go back to the strategy tester. Morning, Carrie. Yeah, I'll have I didn't have coffee this morning. I had French toast. Your boy's getting fat. I'm getting fat and happy. If you Google Garfield the cat rap, and you'll hear the song that me and my girlfriend say all the time. What is it? What do you want to do? Lay around, get fat. Lay around, get fat. Okay. There's going to be a lot of crap. A lot of single stocks. The Winklevoss twins have an IPO coming up on Friday, most likely. Apple event will go over kind of what that looks like to me today. The September watch list is a good watch list. I mean, we're going to go over by month, things that I brought up. Nebius was brought up in August as a, hey, you should buy. Again, do as I say, not as I do. June, one stock up 200%. March, April, May, don't have links for any of those. We're going to go over some of the most recent stocks that I've mentioned, including UNH. I mean, UNH is getting all kinds of positive catalysts. I own a bunch. Oscar, Rocket, Uber we'll go over. This is an interesting core weave, popping 7% to 100. On just this, I'll tell you my thoughts on that one. Goldman Sachs, investment recommendations is Q4. But this is just a masterclass on, okay, let's talk about what it is. And Steve Kress has another masterclass on big earnings beats, the top 10 stocks that crushed Q2 earnings. One of them I will go over that I own. There are 4 of them that I own with large 5-figure positions. So I'm okay with that. 10-year bond is is down. I'm sorry. It's down to 4%. Let's see. 10-year is at 4.07. The VIX back at 15. Fear and greed index back at neutral. So, Zone went nuts yesterday. Clean Core Solution spiked 53%. It's up another 42% in pre-market. Again, it's crypto that's kind of pushing these things, and there's no way you're going to be able to find these. 8Co was crazy, and listen, this is one that Tom Lee and BMNR, they're creating capital for themselves that they can go out and buy Ethereum with. So, there's your ASMR. I think I'm getting sick. It's part of this gym thing, man. When I leave the house, I get sick. Okay. I don't know how many people are in here, but a comment, please, as to how many thumbs up there are and how many people are actually in here, because there should be a lot of thumbs up. I got to tell you, I'm getting 0 plays. I will show you. This is funny. Let me see if I can show you this one. Because, yeah. So, 0 plays on yesterday's podcast. I don't get it, but it is what it is. I know people listened. So, but yeah, there should be a thumbs up. I mean, the newsletter significantly lower, and yesterday it wasn't anything that was crazy, but it's just Robinhood, Nap Love, and jump into the S&P and trade lessons, watch list. Maybe people are getting sick of the bot that I have that comes up with titles. Today's title: 4 stocks soar in pre-market. I should say 5. Yeah, I've got 5. We're gonna say 5. Tuesday's top movers. You know what? I'm gonna put that CW. Let's see. CWD. We'll do CWD. $2,500%. Yeah. Every time I say something and I don't go out and buy it, Josh, I'm upset as well. FOMO's a real thing. I mean, it really is. I mean, Nebius is a perfect example. It's at over 100 now. I should have been in this one. I'm not. It just is what it is. I mean, yesterday I made 148%, but I could have made like, I think, 800%. Everything crashes now. Yeah, there is a certain clickbait that the bot does to get people to listen, but I think what it's doing is some of the, you know, I have probably, I would say, 10,000, maybe 5,000, like diehards, just they'll listen. It doesn't show it on YouTube. You know, I get about 400, 500 per day on YouTube, but it's mostly on Spotfiy, and Spotify's been having problems, and I don't think that they're pushing episodes out. They've told me that it's just a reporting issue. That's not anything other than that. But ever since Thursday, I think Thursday afternoon, there's no traffic. I mean, there's literally no traffic. So I don't even know if I'm talking. I mean, you guys could all be bots. 48 people watching, 29 thumbs up. That's ridiculous. You know what? I'm ignoring everybody until there's more thumbs up. I'm not. I'm not the clickbaity kind of guy. But I think the bot that I have, because I've told it certain YouTube channels, certain Substacks, certain Spotify podcast, I think it does go through, and it there are kind of you know, some clickbait. Beep beep bop boop bop boop. Cam, that kind of childishness gets attention, so I appreciate it. Okay. Yeah. I'm honest to God. I'm an old guy, Travis, so I am completely on the website. I mean, when I watch live, I still hit the thumbs up. The thumb is there, but you can comment live and stuff if you're watching on your phone. But I'm so not an app guy, a phone guy. I am way more into Yeah, I don't think I can trade that. Fuck, it scares the fuck out of me to trade in my Fidelity account because I've got a ton of cash in there, and I'll go, you know what, CWD, just put 50,000 into this one. Let's put 100,000 into this. Let's just go with it. Why not? What could it hurt? I mean, we were just at 20 and now we're at 40. This one's continuing. I mean, you know what? Dude, I don't know. Oh, let's just do it. Fidelity account. Because I don't want the PDT rule coming in. And my Webull account isn't up over that 25,000. Transact. Trade. CWD. No. There it is. Doo-doo. Extended hours. I have way too much. Okay. It's ridiculous that I just did this, but it is what it is. Where did that one go? God, I hate Fidelity. Did I buy it? I guess not. I can't even tell. I don't think I did though. Activity. Do 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 do. Yeah, that's the PDT. And that's where I'm getting, I don't want to get stuck in something, Chris. Okay. Hold on one second. How am I going to do this? I guess I've got to go over here. And let's see. Okay. Okay. It was set to order at open. I'm not going to do it. I've already traded like twice, I think, this week. So, okay, we're going to get started. Let's go to QQQ. Wah, wah, wah. See, this is why I don't trade on air and do stuff like that. I don't want to show people what I'm doing because I don't want, there's a little bit of privacy here. I mean, I don't want people knowing my exact account. I'm not like one of these guys who, I don't want you clickbaiting on me. I want you learning from me, but I don't want you clickbaiting on me. Even though my titles may be clickbaity, but okay, let's start this out. Good morning. It is Thursday, September 9th. Got a big show. 5 stocks that are soaring. I'm going to show you one stock that I made 140% on yesterday. $16 turned into like $38. It was great. We're going to look at the market because there are certain things that are going on in the market that are a little bit frothy. A bunch of single stocks. I'm going to point out to you stocks that I brought up each month this year and the trades that I gave to folks each month this year. So each month, then we're going to talk about the Apple event, then an IPO for a crypto exchange based on some of the stocks that are moving today. It's going to be crazy. Now, I want to take you back to yesterday morning. I was live on air, and Rosa brought up Octo, okay? And it had news on it. It had news. And I said, you know what? I'm going to buy it. I was able to look at the chart on Webull, able to bring it up. Now, I'm under a PDT rule in Webull because I have less than $25,000. So I can't do a lot of day trading. Typically, I swing trade a lot of triple levered ETFs and things of that sort. So I've been able to grow the account from $1,000 to $13,000. It's been good. This type of thing I would normally do trading wise in my Fidelity account, but I would be watching the charts. So it's not normal, but I think a lot of people got in here. I bought here right at about 8:30 when I got on air. She brought it up. I said, hey, it's good. It's got confirmation. I saw this, and you can see it on the screen. It's got confirmation. If you don't know what confirmation is, go over to the newsletter and just type in search for confirmation. You can find all the explanations of what confirmation is, but it's got confirmation. Now, as I got through the newsletter, I said, ooh, here it lost confirmation. Now, I bought down here at about $9, $10, $13, somewhere in that neighborhood, maybe 26. I don't exactly know the dollar amount that I bought, but it was around a good price. I sold here at $38. Now, it ran all the way to 83. So did I optimize this? No. But 143% is a win. And if I wanted to, I could have waited for confirmation here, bought at 44, and then sold at 67 again because it had confirmation. And again, you see, when the market opens and there's news, it started soaring. The news was crazy. Want to know what this company is? Octo was up 4,000% yesterday. 8Co. It will become the first world coin. This is Sam Altman's digital coin. It's his cryptocurrency, world coin. Tom Lee's BMNR bought 13.7 million shares at $1.47. That means Tom Lee multiplied his investment by 40 times yesterday. 40 times. Congrats to those that hold BMNR like me. But if you want to sit and trade, that is the most effective way to trade. And there were a ton of them yesterday. Okay. Zone was up 8%. It's up 42% in pre-market. Okay. After the company disclosed it bought 285 million Dogecoin for about $68 million through its treasury strategy. This is what's going on. There are a few that I'm going to bring up today. Okay. We're going to get out of this strategy test and we're just going to do 5 minutes after our charts. DSY, this one up over 600%. Would I trade this one? The answer is no. Because look at how it pumped up there. It had confirmation. If you had just thought, oh my God, it's got confirmation, it's going to go, you would have lost a lot of money. There is a way to trade these. LGHL. This is another one. It's up over, let's see, this one is up 38%. Would I trade this one? Once it had confirmation, you could have. Now, no. I would wait for the open to see if this one pops. If it does, go and trade it. It's trading the charts. This is momentum trading at its best. STEC. This one is up 262%. YOUL is another one. This one is up 91%. This is one that I might be sitting there looking at the chart, waiting for the confirmation, because in pre-market, this hit $8.23. It is now trading at $3.40. So if it gets a bid, it could run up there. Another one, CWD. Okay, this one is up over 2,500%. Right now it's at 2,000%. It's at 46.81. I was just trying to trade this one on my Fidelity account. I can't do it because I'm doing too much on screen and don't want to show people my Fidelity account, blah, blah, blah. But all of this, most of these moves are around crypto and treasuries and just news like that. So understand, the market is, in a sense, frothy. Because you've got moves like this. The fear and greed index, it's not greedy. It's neutral. Okay? The VIX, which I've told you is a key factor, it's at 15. And then we go and look at the 10-year bond. Remember the 10-year bond? This was just 6 months ago at 4.3. It's down to 4.06. That is a big move. The market is telling you it's okay to move higher. But that's sometimes when something comes out of left field, hits the market. So you need to know where your stocks are on a chart, where your stocks and ETFs are on a chart. That's why I like Trendspider. Literally, I can pull up my brokerage account here and I can go down and just hit the down arrow and see these charts and take 15 minutes a day and understand it. If you can't do something like this and it's not saving your time, or you have to type in your symbols every time you have to go in there, think about Trendspider. It is a far more powerful tool than what I even show on here. Okay, $52 a month. For the standard, get the yearly subscription of whichever tier you want. and that will get you the 4-hour algorithm. You're going to see me use the 4-hour algorithm quite a bit because we're going to go over a lot of charts. But what could be something that comes out of left field and hits this market could be like last month, because at 10 a.m. we have a jobs revision number. So all of these signs are that risk assets are attractive. It's getting silly, and at some point it will come down. But earnings growth has been incredible. Earnings growth in the S&P 500, and specifically, I brought it up yesterday, specifically with the Alpha Picks portfolio, which is outperforming. Earnings are what's driving the market. Now, Steve Kress, big earnings beats top 10 stocks that crushed Q2 expectations. This is just a masterclass. Add these to a watch list. Get the 10 of them, add them to a watch list. I will tell you, of the 10, I hold a 5-figure position in 4 of these. And I will just bring up one of them. One of them is COMM. Okay? We can go down here. I don't know where COMM. I'm just going to read to you from where it is. COMM, quant score, strong buy. Okay? This is after it ran over 100% in just 6 months. It's up 247%. I bought a ton of it at $14.49. So am I up 100, 200%? No, but it's still a strong buy. Quant sector rating, number 2 out of 542. In the industry, it's ranked number 1 out of 40. CommScope provides infrastructure solutions for communications, data center, and entertainment networks. Our number 1 quant-rated communications equipment, a major provider of networking technology to cable giants like Comcast and Charter. Okay, let me just put into perspective how long this has been a good pick and why I was late buying it at $14. It's the top 4 AI infrastructure stocks that Steve Kress put out earlier this year. Top 10 stocks for the second half, which was announced in June. It's also a featured stock in the Pro Quant portfolio, which I don't even have access to. But again, COMM is one of these stocks, that the top 10 stocks that crushed Q2 expectations. And here's Goldman Sachs saying invest recommendations from Q4 approach. Again, this is an amazing list. I brought up several of these because it ranks them by quant rating. And it tells you, here they are. I bought several of these that I have 5-figure positions in. It's also, there are a lot of these that are alpha picks. Now, this isn't an alpha pick, but this is an interesting hypothesis, okay? So CoreWeave, this was a recent IPO. This isn't like, oh my God, it's been out there for all time. This is one of the Mag 7. No, this has been around for 5 months. 5 months. And yesterday afternoon, had you had Trendspider, and you just went in and you said, you know what? I want access to this one because over the past 5 months, the 4-hour algorithm makes you 220. You can see it right on your screen. 221% versus buying and holding for 5 months has made you 143%. You've almost doubled your performance, and it gave you a buy at 95. But what's interesting about this particular news story, okay? They launched a venture arm. So now think of it this way. Look at what giving $10 billion of cloud space to OpenAI has done for Microsoft. That's what CoreWeave's going to do. They're going to give their cloud space to some up-and-coming AI businesses, and CoreWeave is going to benefit from those investments. So I think that's a good realm. Now we're going to go over some stock charts of some stocks that I've recently brought up. Uber, it's at $94. This one was under $90, okay? it's going to trigger a buy in the 4-hour algorithm. When the candle opens up, it will. I know the formula. It will. If you want to get in there, I think it's $100 stock. And I brought that up many times before. Might not seem like 94 to 100 is a big move. That's a big effing move. Rocket, I brought this one up. I said if it holds over 15, it probably will move. And yes, it's at $20. I brought that one up. 4-hour algorithm had you buy in here at $19.94. I always say that, hey, it's probably going to move even higher than it was. Where's the next realm? Right at about 21. If you get past 21, where are you going? 27. So it doesn't seem like it's big move. Percentage-wise, it's a big effing move. Then you've got Oscar, which I brought up at 15. Now, I will not buy Oscar. Part of the reason I've said I won't buy Oscar is they are my insurance company and they are shit. But it got over $20. And I've said this, the 4-hour algorithm right there at $14, we've started to fill the gap. Where's the gap? Up to 20. Gaps get filled. Then you've got another news story. Okay, let's look at the chart first. But this one was a shut up and buy one where Buffett bought in. Okay, and 316 was a clear resistance. Old resistance turns to new support. Where are you in pre-market? You're at 320. So if you buy at 320 right now, I'm sorry, you're in at 330. It's moved up even more. It closed at 320. You're at 330. Why? A couple of things. They popped after annual earnings outlook reaffirmed. They said, hey, we're going to still make the same amount of money. That means the stock is incredibly cheap, okay, at 19 times forward earnings, incredibly cheap. And then United Healthcare rises after Medicare star ratings update. Boom. They got a bump. So UNH, I think, is not a bad play. Do I think Oscar is going to move more than UNH? Probably. It has the ability to because it's a smaller company. Again, small caps benefit during lower rate interest. The only reason United Healthcare is bumping up and moving the way that it is because it's taken such a far dip. Where do I think it's going? Probably over 400. Is that a good move? Probably. Coinbase, which is one that I announced to paid subscribers that I bought, seems to be settling in right at 300. 300 was a resistance level. Where's the 300 go back to? Right back here. In April, earlier this year, after it pumped in February, up in April, it went up to 300, pulled back to about 200. Then it pumped up to 300 again. Now, where's this one? 400. It's settling in nicely at 300. Crypto is getting a bid. CrowdStrike. And we're just going over charts right now. This is Trendspider. CrowdStrike. Got to buy in the 4-hour algorithm at 424. I would have said buy it under 400 like I said, but the chart looks like it could turn up now. Just be aware. This is being lumped in with the street as software. Cybersecurity is being lumped in with software, and software hasn't gotten a bid. Even though AI, it's an AI market, and cybersecurity is one of the things that's needed in an AI market, this is not getting in. But I think this is a great long-term buy. Okay, the 4-hour algorithm makes you 231%. It wins 59% of the time. 22 positions over 24 months. Give it to me because I think it's pumping back up there and it will touch 500 again. Hood. Robinhood. They have their event at 8 p.m. tonight. Do you don't think that this one's going to pump after that event? They are going to announce something. The 4-hour algorithm got you in at 114. Okay? 4-hour algorithm, it doesn't beat buy and hold. But over the last 2 years, it's made you 751%. So I'd like it because, again, I'm in this one. I'm in at 98. I bought in 98 last week thinking, ooh, it might get added. And I let the paid subscribers know. NVIDIA, okay? You've been out of this in the 4-hour algorithm. It's at 168. Do I think it's going back up to 180? They just announced today that they got the approval to sell into H20s into China, but they're having some political difficulty. This is a ball. But again, the 4-hour algorithm had you out at around 180. So it provides you some protection. PanW, Palo Alto Networks. It's almost at 200. I've talked about it, how that 204, you might as well start selling if you want to take some profits. Is it going to pull back again? Similar to CrowdStrike, it is being lumped in with software. And I've given you Walmart. I told you buy Walmart at $97 because it's a $100 stock. Doesn't seem like a lot, but you add these wins up. It's officially over 100 now. It's at 102. Bank of America. I said it's a $50 stock. It got there. Button hook down. It is back under 50. When is it going to get over 50? Meta. I told you back in April, and we'll bring this up over the paid subscribers notes by month. But the 4-hour algorithm got you in at 752. It's at 756 right now. Are we going to move back to 800? And is it going to move higher? It's not, if you add in the amount of money that they bring in, if they pull back any kind of AI spending, boom, that's cash in the hand of shareholders. We talked about Oscar, FNMA, Fannie Mae. I brought up that before. That was up 11% yesterday. It's up a number of 5%. Boy, look at this 4-hour algorithm. It got you in here at $8.53. Where are you today? $13.99. I'm sorry, in pre-market, you're at $14.60. So let's bring up some of the positions that I've suggested to paid subs, some of them on the free ones. So let's go over it by month. January, it was all about Seeking Alpha's top 10. They were announced on January 15th. 2 of the top 10 are up over 100% year to date since then, with one of them up 162%. This one dipped back in April, by the way. Buying the dip in the 4-hour algorithm made some people 10 years worth of gains in just a few months. 5 of the top 10 are up 50% or more. 8 of the top 10 are up 20% or more. Only 2 are negative. Get the top 10. You can get the bundle that includes alpha picks, or you can just get the Seeking Alpha Premium, which comes with a free 7-day trial. This was in January. The other one in January that I gave paid folks was TLN. TLN back in January was a great buy. Sure, it dipped down here, but you are up an incredible amount right now. An incredible amount. 83% year to date. The way I found this, using Seeking Alpha, I just went in. I said, ooh, last year, VST was the number 1 S&P gainer. And I said, well, what's that? When I looked at it, TLN was the top independent power producer. And so I said, you know what? This one's worth hanging on to. Now, another one what I found in Seeking Alpha, I went to Top Stocks, okay? Now, you're not going to see this in Top Stocks right here. It is number 16. It is IAG. I gave this one in February to paid subscribers. It's still a strong buy. Okay, 6 months, say 6 months, you're up 97% since I gave this one. 97%. Then in March, I gave folks LRN. Found it as a top stock in Seeking Alpha. Up 55% since then. Okay, that was March. Then in April, that's when I gave folks Meta. Meta was just one of them. It was one of the 4 that during this dip, I went in 6 figures in 4 of them, and I am up big on this one. It's not the most. It's not like Robinhood that tripled. But again, I gave folks that one. Risk reward. And in May, I gave people Hood. That's when I really started pumping Hood. Back in May, it was trading at about 50 bucks. Okay, I didn't buy it personally, but I outlined the thesis, and it was trading between 40 and 50. Kudos to those people, and I know a lot of people that took me up on that one, and I should have listened to myself. Instead, I waited until $98. I bought it at $98. I'm still perfectly fine long term, I think. Now, June, this was all about, again, a top stock lift. The top second half stocks that are up. One stock is up almost 200% since June. In just 1 month, 5 of the top 10 stocks are up 10% or more. All of these stocks are green year to date, ranging from 16% gain year to date to 209%. Now, July, I was on vacation. Paid newsletter subscribers, this was setting things up for August, okay? And the August watch list, July was setting it up for August. Yeah, the July watch list included Oscar. And that's where I brought up Oscar. And where was it trading? It was trading at $14. I said, this is probably a pretty good buy. It's getting some retail traction. It's now over 20. That's pretty damn good. And I saw this gap up there. Gaps get filled. Now, August. The August watch list. It included Nebius. Nebius is up 50% in pre-market. Why? They just inked a deal with Microsoft. This is one that I regret not buying. I do. I should have bought this one many times. And it's one that's gotten away, but it's still in its early foundation. Again, this one only goes back to here, back test back to here in October, 10 months. The 4-hour algorithm wins 57% of the time. It will probably get you in today's. It got you out here, but again, it will get you in. I probably just need to shut up and buy this one. The deal is with Microsoft. It's for $17 billion of infrastructure, and it can go up. So it should do really well. And in September, I've got this watch list. It's still fresh. The 16 names on the watch list are up a combined 4.35%, outpacing the market, with stocks that are up 209% in just the last month. So again, I give you a lot in the newsletter. Most of this is free. There are some paid, but you can see how Trendspider, which you can get for 50 bucks a month, and then this bundle, which again is about 50 bucks a month for Alpha Picks and premium and Seeking Alpha Premium. Again, 100 bucks a month. And all of those stocks were included. Now, am I saying this exact one is the one you want to do? No. But I'm providing you a lot of value. Okay? So let's talk about my number one stock, Apple. Apple's got their event today. It's the iPhone. It's been out there. They are reported to introduce a price increase. Now, this is a big deal because it's the first price increase, I think, in 4 or 5 years, somewhere in that neighborhood, and it's $100. Now, that may not seem like a lot, but when you look at Apple and their valuation, the problem with Apple has been the growth, and it's the revenue growth, 5% year over year. Now, those comps are lower. So if they introduce a price increase, it increases revenue. That is a good thing. But it's probably not getting them from 5% to 25% growth. Is this a super cycle upgrade? Probably not. The news is saying, no, it's not. What's most interesting to me is hearing about all the news anchors, analysts, and billionaires who say, yeah, I have an iPhone 8. I have an iPhone 11. Personally, I have an iPhone 13 Pro. I will be upgrading the iPhone. I will be getting a new watch when they announce it, and I will be getting the new AirPods. This is a super cycle for me. I am upgrading. So do I like the stock? Again, it's expensive. I told you a few days ago, once we got over that 240 mark, that my preference would be, if it wasn't a tax situation for the large majority of my shares, would be to sell out of Apple and go into QQQ. That's just my thought. Is this a sell the news? I would say yes. The reason is there's nothing that's coming out that's going to shock the world. They're not announcing that Siri is going to be ready. It's going to be ready next year. This run right here is because of that Google partnership and the law cases. Again, part of this was because Tim Cook went to the White House and the tariffs were taken off, but they're slowly chopping away at the bearish takes on Apple. But the one that they can't get away from is the year-over-year growth. And that's the problem when you're trading at 32 times forward earnings and your PEG ratio, we want it under 2, preferably under 1. It's at 3.12. So either the growth has got to explode or the PE has to explode. One or the other. And I just, with $100 price increase, without that super cycle happening, I don't see it happening. So am I bullish on Apple? I still own a lot of it. But year to date, this one is still down 5%. Understand that. It's still down 5%. We had that super run up to 260 at the end of last year, and it's just lagged. So I would stay with my recommendation. If you're not in a tax situation and you can do it, and I have been doing this, by the way, in my retirement accounts, trimming Apple and moving towards QQQ. It's just risk reward. Now, a risk reward, I've talked about how this market is crazy. Here's an IPO for you, okay? Gemini Space Station. This is a crypto exchange. This is like Coinbase, okay? This is like Bullish from Peter Thiel, which was earlier. That was a huge IPO, okay? This one will probably be the same. It's going to start trading on Friday. Now, the shares are said to price between 17 and 19. Expect that to be $35 by the time this damn thing comes out, because we're seeing what all these crypto exchanges and what this news is doing to all of these stocks. It's pushing them up. So keep your eye on this. I know a lot of people like to, put in, hey, I'm going to put in this. Just understand bullish, BLSH, I think. Yeah, BLSH. This hasn't worked out well for people. It hasn't worked out well for people at all. So if you got in, this one was priced at $20 or $30. If you got in pre-IPO, it worked out for you. If not, it didn't. So I know a lot of people want to do that. I would sit there and wait. That would be my take on it. Now, we've got some earnings after the bell today. You've got Oracle, you've got GameStop, you've got Rubrik, you've got Synopsys. You've got a lot of market moving stocks that could. Oracle specifically, $1.35 earnings per share. They reported $1.70 last time. That's huge. Again, lowered expectations. $15.9 billion in revenue reported last time. Their revenue expected this time, $15 million. Do I like Oracle? I love Oracle. Am I in Oracle? No. Why? I don't know. 4-hour algorithm gets you in at 239. You're trading at 238. Again, lowered expectations with all of these stocks beating. Maybe it makes sense. But for me, again, where is the risk reward? The Wall Street price target for Oracle is 251. That's a 5% upside. Even if they beat it, does it go past 251? Because their valuation is extended and the growth is not fantastic. It's 8% and 14% revenue growth. And if you don't know what that is, analyze it with AI. Go over here and just look at the growth. Robust growth with forward earnings per share growth at 20%, which is substantially higher than the sector's 11%. However, its free cash flow per share growth is negative rate, indicating potential cash flow challenges. So again, everything's explained to you here. It's just about risk reward. Now, I've got some scans in the 4-hour algorithm that I did. I will put it at the end of the newsletter, which is free. Disney gets a buy. You're going to see it when the candle opens today. Disney gets a buy in the 4-hour algorithm. Well, you saw it at 116. It's just, again, gaps get filled. This 118 gap, when you bought at 116, you knew it was going to. But I would argue the 120 is a resistance level. Until it turns to support, it's a resistance. So there's a bunch of other ones: Okta, PAL, SMCI, TAC, some ETFs, VEA, VNQ, VOT. They're all in the 4-hour algorithm, and you can go and scan them if you have the Trendspider. Again, get the newsletter, and you can just scroll down to the bottom. Every newsletter, usually, if I have time, it usually has the scans right there. You can see it's bullish entries in the 4-hour algorithm. That's it. So if you have any questions, hit me up. I am on Linktree. That's where all your links are, by the way. It's Trendspider. You can get Trendspider for $50 a month. You can go up to 82 if you need the enhanced version. I always suggest that you get Premium and Alpha Picks. Premium, you can get a free 7-day trial on. If you get the bundle, you just save more money, up to $160. Alpha Picks, why do I suggest Alpha Picks? And I'm going to make this argument again. We are going into rate cuts. Okay, this is up 217%, while the S&P is up to 69%. The S&P should underperform small caps because the S&P are large cap stocks. And you can go and buy IWM if you'd like, but this one has just been a crazy laggard. By the way, where's that 244 from? If you had bought in October 2021, you're just getting back to even. You're just getting back to even. Again, are you up at this trend line? Yes. You've finally gotten back to the trend line because in April, you dipped hard. And we dipped hard in Alpha Picks, but is it outperformed on the recovery, as has IWM? IWM doesn't outperform Alpha Picks, though. Again, if you want small cap stocks, you need to find the right small cap stocks. And this portfolio has shown they can do it. It's 2 stocks per month, one on the 1st, one on the 15th. Then they tell you when to sell. And you just manage the portfolio. It's about maybe 30 minutes a week. But you great emails about, hey, here's this stock that reported, here's this stock reported, and on Fridays you get that great summary that I outlined today. So again, those are all my tools. You saw me use them today. If you have any interest in them, they are all on Linktree. Even my email address is on Linktree. So if you have any questions, hit me up. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Say bye. Okay. Oh, iMovie. It's 9:30. The market is open. Let's see where that one. CWV, I think it was. No. What's the symbol again? CWD. Did this one go over 50? Wah, wah, wah. Nope. 32. So it crashed on open. You don't have confirmation just yet. No, you've lost it. It kind of hit that 50 mark and just died. Wah, wah. Let's colorize this mofo. Okay. Wah, wah. Break that down. I've got to optimize the sound. Auto. And we're going to put that one in. Green screen. Boo. gotten good about it, getting it down to about 30 minutes a day instead of an hour. But I got a lot of freaking charts to do. Export file. Next. 9 pod. Save. Let's check the large account because Apple's down. Apple's down 0.5%. I can't imagine I'm up. But you never know. Maybe I've got some stocks guiding me higher. Yeah. I'm up $187. So it's not like I'm up huge. My Webull account is up 0.6. So it's doing well. In fact, okay. We're going to raise some cash here. Octo's at $40. Stuff's crashing. My IBIT is up. My Ethereum is up. So my Webull account is up. I'm just trying to make sure I like the positions that I'm in. I should just sell the Apple in there. Casey, Nebius. I got another tip. Nebius. Huge winner for folks. So Casey sent me a nice tip on Venmo. Let's do I have a headache. Let's see. This is going to be 5 stocks SOAR in pre-market. Let's see. Do I like that one? Let's just look at the uploads. Let's see, where's it, Gary? I'll do this one. And then image upscaler. Upscaling your image. It usually does a pretty good job, but I think this one might have had some problems with the upscaler. Do. Our place. Why not? Okay, come on. Replace it. There we go. Do. Let's put 5. Let's do. Finding stocks. Boom. Okay, let's see. We're gonna do this one. Okay, let me just organize. Where's the spacing? Spacing. There we go. Do. One. Uploads. Do Trendspider. And seeking alpha. I think I may want to change that to effects. No, we're not going to do the outline. Let's do no. There we go. That's good enough. Let's go to elements and green. And position. There we go. Boom. Download. Download. Okay. CWD is at 29. We're gonna quit that. We're gonna go over here. New episode. Select file. I hope people are listening. It will be funny if Spotify comes back and says, yeah, nobody's listening. Okay. And we're going to go over here. I got to get. I don't know, Larry. I'll look at what's Fion. Got you out with a little gain. 24 months, 22 positions. Trades well because it wins 64% of the time. Average win. It's in an upward trend. So solid upward. Communication services, strong buy. Wall Street thinks it's got 27% upside, but there's only 3 analysts that cover it. And the analyst ratings since April, they just haven't done a lot of analyst ratings. Seeking Alpha ratings is a buy, the most recent from this was at, let's see, he's down 3% since he said buy. This person is up 42% since they said strong buy. It's a $3 billion market cap, and it's got almost no volume, 2,000 shares a day. That may be the problem, is that it's just got such low volume. But I don't think you're missing anything. Right now, what I see it's pulled back below this previous all-time high. If we just put a symbol there, it's pulled back below there. You got a little gap above it. It doesn't look like there's any time soon it's going to give you a buy. Probably the next maybe week or so, because the weekly looks like it just started to turn down. So I don't think you're missing anything. I think it's just the low volume. I think that's it. All copy. Okay. Boom. We're going to upload that. Can you give me an itemized bullet point list for the Spotfiy description? Do 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 do. Okay. And five. One. Creator Studio. Create, upload video. Yeah, sometimes that kind of stuff, Larry, does it make sense to trade? I mean, does it, if you're investing, you kind of just wait for your time. At least historically, that's what I do. Or, you know, you just do it like a Nebius. You never buy it. Copy. Okay. Copy. See Alpha Premium. Copy. Bundle. Copy. Alpha Picks. Copy. Okay, let's get rid of these. Oh, I got a lot to get rid of. I gotta get the link tree. Copy, redo the link tree. Okay, and we've got all that. Upload file. Let me move on here because this takes time. Wait until Spotify tells me, oh, you can't do ads anymore. I'm kidding. They ain't gonna tell me. Last meeting I had with those guys, they ain't gonna tell me you can't do ads anymore. Altered content, no. A list of optimized YouTube tags. those in. And next. Monetization done. Next. I have to do YouTube makes me actually submit my own ratings. Like, I promise it doesn't include this. I promise it doesn't include this. Okay, YouTube video is up. Publish. And then we gotta wait for this one to go. I did get your email, Dominic. Dominic, do me a favor. I didn't, for some reason, they haven't moved you over to my affiliate program yet. So send me just the confirmation email. They're West Coast. My guy is West Coast, so it probably will be later today. But I got to have them move you over. So just send me the confirmation email with the amount that you paid. You should have gotten it from Trendspider. Just take a screenshot. However you can get it to me on email. But I did get it. I just, haven't had time because, I mean, I'm up at 5 in the morning doing this show. And then, yeah. Dashboard. Create new video post. And then today I got a lot of this, but I'll get you all the stuff. Dominic, I'm glad you like Trendspider. I think Dominic tried it out and then liked it. And let's see. Can you give me an optimized for It is. It's crazy. I can't live without it. I mean, it's one of those things. Once you get hooked on it, it's crazy. I tried it for 2 weeks without it, and I was like, holy shit, I just don't feel comfortable. I'm uncomfortable. I just don't like it. And good God, it was bad. And Spotfiy is published, and it should 0 plays. I mean, literally Spotfiy tells me 0 plays for Friday and yesterday, and it only tells me 800 for Thursday, which is nothing. Code. No, it's not a confirmation code. Just literally, if you get the email that says, thank you for signing up for Trendspider, and it has a dollar amount on it, you just have to send that to me. Part of the problem is, if you're not under my my affiliate program, you don't get the updates and stuff like that. So there has been problems importing some of the things when you're not under my affiliate program. And in fact, Trendspider and I are talking about, you will be able, as long as you're under my affiliate program, you will be able to get the 4-hour algorithm, and there might be some additional promo stuff that are coming up. I've been working with them. They're great. I mean, they are fantastic. Okay. I gotta go blow my nose. It's 10 o'clock. I'm out of here. Dominic, I promise I'll get back to you. You guys have a great day. I'll talk to you later.
Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't